Aries. So I can hear this line in my head right now. And it's, I'm a coward, not a slave to you. It's on a song called The Outsider by Blanco White. I'm a coward, not a slave to you. What do you think that means? Watch it have nothing to do with the reader. This outsider at the door. Ah, my sister just closed the patio door. How funny is that? Only thinking shit. Alright, we got 3 ruined down today. 13, 9, 13, 9, and I think this is good old 6. 6, 9, 13. So 6 is creativity, inspiration, vitality. 9 is nature, wrath, being tested. And 13 is balance, enlightenment, and death. And I can tell you right now that death has been coming in a lot. And that's just for transformations. That's for transitions and smoothful transformations through the transitions. So I do believe that if you're spending some time outside, also, nature could be changing you. And I know that that sounds weird, but when you start to spend a lot of time in nature, everything kind of quiets in your mind. And it's actually very healthy for you to be in quiet places where no words are being said. You can be by yourself so you're not picking up anybody else's telepathy or personal thoughts and bullshit. If you just walk by yourself, the amazing things that can come of that. Because all you do is you begin to just hear yourself. And that's a part of the balance inside of you and the enlightenment, is that you may want to be allowing your voice to be heard more and your voice to inspire you more and not be inspired by other things, more or less the inspiration come out of you. And there's some type of vitality, so it's almost like some type of, all of a sudden, the lifting of a veil, and you look different. You know, you might go through a period where suddenly somebody goes to you, you look different. Like, you know, when suddenly you start having sex and people are like, you look different. You know, it's because it's obvious. This one's going to be obvious, but in a different way. This isn't going to be obvious because it's like coming through your skin. It's not just the way you look. It's the way you are, the way you speak, the way you become. It's like a natural balance inside of you from nature. So nature's definitely been helping somebody transform. And that would be the more softer side. Like my boss and I were talking about how abrasive I am, and like I have kind of had to be. I've had a very rough life, but I'm trying to transition into a more natural, softer side that I don't have to wear those crosses anymore on my face. You know, I don't have to have the protective vest on anymore when I go out, you know. A little bit of trust that you can put your guard down and transform into what you want to transform to, basically. And then soon, this part of you will become the outsider at the door. Soon there'll be a part of you that you leave at the door and you shut it and you don't let it come back in again. right? The parts of you that destroy your life, the parts of you that talk really bad in your head, the parts of you that think you're not good enough, the parts of you that make you believe things that aren't true. Nature will help you release that. It will take those words away out of your head and replace them with new words. Because all that hatred is, it's just jealousy and envy of who you've become. And I also believe too that with this transition that's going to happen here, I do believe that if people are talking behind your back or saying shit behind your back, or you might be in a position where people do talk about you, you're not going to care. You're gonna be like, oh my God, look what they said about me now. Oh my God, look what they said about me now. It's gonna be funny because if you allow people to just say whatever it is that they're thinking to other people and let them spread that vile bullshit poison into other people's heads, let those other people believe it and walk away. Because eventually people have to make up their own mind on if it's cool to like you or not, cool to hang out with you or not. You realize coolness doesn't exist. We're all losers. We're all degenerates. We're all fucking throwaways. We're all fucking stowaways. Like we're all, we're all from the same fucking category. Yet people just think that because of some type of status that they're no longer white trash. Okay, when basically everybody here is trash. Okay? It's the way it comes out. It's the way that people speak. It's in everything that everybody does. People are vile in this place. So let them say whatever they want, because then that just allows the people that want to believe the bullshit about you to go away. You don't want people in your corner that are like double thinking everything you're doing, second guessing you, going, really, is that what you're saying, or are you saying something else? Like, why you don't need those people around anymore. But if it bothered you before that people had to say that and then you had to go out and correct it, now you're going to be like, I wonder how this is going to turn out. Am I going to end up gay at the end of this story? Am I going to end up murdered at the end of this story? Am I going to end up the villain at the end of their story? Like, what am I going to end up in this time? Right? Like, wait, what are they going to deem me as? Which character are they going to deem me out of the fucking Cinderella this day? Like, it's so petty because all they want to do is sit around and talk about you. And eventually, if you let the hatred spread, then they won't talk about you anymore. They'll find new people to talk about. It's always going to be what's on the front page. It's always going to be somebody else is going to be worse eventually, right? And then they'll lose interest in you and move on. Like, just sit in your throne of truth. Don't lie. Don't keep people too close, but be aware enough that you have the right people in your corner, that you're speaking the right shit. I think she's even got lavender. I don't know what that is. I'm going to say that it's lavender, to be honest. There's even a fairy at her foot. Oh my God, and a blue jay. I never noticed that. So I live in a place where we don't really have blue jays. Like where I grew up, there's blue jays everywhere. But here, not really a lot of blue jays. And then suddenly this blue jay couple just showed up in our spruce tree. And you know the sound of a blue jay. If you know a blue jay, you know the sound of them. And geez Louise, he just started making all this noise. So I came out and fed them, and then they flew away. And then it was just weird because, again, and they don't even call them blue jays here. They call them jays. I think just jays. I don't know. 2 blue jays. So news comes in. And like, even as you can see, she's even got her hand out. Like, give it to me. Like, give me everything you got. Give me all your fucking truth. Let me see what you got to say, because I've got my sort of truth, and I know generally when people are lying, right? That's the same as this. You know when people are lying to you. You know when people are telling you a story. Do you choose to believe it, or do you choose not to? If you choose not to, now you'll be sitting in the feminine energy of the Queen of Swords that just doesn't give a shit. She's like, anything else you want to say? Before I cut you in half and fucking leave you for dead, right? The truth is very important. So then we got the Page of Wands with the 8 of Pentacles. I do believe, and now we've got a crow in the house. Okay, so blue jays and crows and fairies. I do believe that maybe your work could take a turn. There could be something that all of a sudden you start doing something different at work and it works. Right? With this Page of Wands. It's like all of a sudden, I mean, something's going to change, like, and change is inevitable because death is here, which is what Ruin 13 is about, is the enlightenment. And I do believe that there is something happening behind your back, and it's like a secret being kept. Like, you're supposed to be doing something and adding that little piece into your work. And you don't know that little crumpet yet, that little breadcrumb that you're missing. So I do believe that there's been some chatter that you can hear in your head. And I'm sure a lot of that chatter you thought was yourself. So I think once you clear your mind and clear your head and clear these backstabbers out from talking behind you, just do a nice clearing with, your hands, your arms, smoke, whatever it feels like you need to do. I do believe that something's going to come screaming in, and you're going to be like, that's what's going to change for work. Like, it's going to be something where it's something to do with what you're already working on, and it gets amplified because these people have taken up the frequency lines in your head. So now your head is going to kind of clear. Like I said, with whatever nature's doing for you, it's clearing you and it's balancing you. So once all these voices get out of your head, then this sword is going to, like, the truth is just eminent at that point. And then something comes in and transforms the way that you work. Oh, I picked up the deck and I couldn't even pick it all up because I missed those last two. And look what was on the bottom of the deck. The World. So the outsider at the door, right, which is just a crowd of people that have been standing there and blocking the fact that you can't hear, okay? Even that, look at that, High Priest on the bottom. Like, they are now going to hear the worst thoughts of their life. If you think High Priest in reverse, that's basically the Antichrist. And this whole time they've been hearing your voice and your wonderful thoughts and everything that you've got to say and all your beautiful insight, and then using it against you, talking mad shit all the time, and then they think that they can somehow get out of it and not get in trouble. So everything they end up hearing is, it's now going to be demonic, nasty voices like you heard. Like, somebody's got serious schizophrenia here, and it's going to change. It's not going to be this vile bullshit. You're not good enough. You suck. You're never going to beat this. They're going to fucking fire you. Nobody likes you. You don't have any friends. You should just go hide in your room. Those kind of thoughts are gone. They're going to be washed out. The cycle's done. And they get to turn. Ooh. Justice, bitch, with the 10 of Pentacles. Bye-bye, stable home. Bye-bye, stable job. This is all the means by justified, because these voices have been corrupting your life. So justice steps in. So this is this cycle. Like, we're in Libra season right now. So Libra, the sword of truth is clearing your mind for you right now. So then you can proceed into your work, and they can listen to their own thoughts now for the rest of their life. Frequency done. Oh, 10 of Wands on the bottom. Look at you just fucking walking away to something new. Like, I'm leaving you behind. See you later. Peace out. Thanks for watching. I'm Moonshine.